Please state your name.
Ryland Grace. I spoke up from a coma. I'm several light years from my apartment. And I'm not an astronaut.
The story of Project Hail Mary unfolds as a profound journey through science, survival, and the very essence of human perseverance. It begins with the quiet calibration of hope and fear, threading the line between desperation and possibility, as the world faces a catastrophic threat that could extinguish life as we know it. The premise is rooted not in fantasy, but in the disciplined imagination of scientific inquiry, where problems are dissected with logic and creativity rather than sheer spectacle. At its core, this narrative asks what humanity might do when the stakes are nothing less than the survival of every living being on Earth. And it does so through the perspective of a lone astronaut whose fate becomes humanity's final gamble. At the center of the film is an ordinary scientist thrust into an extraordinary situation. He awakens from deep space slumber without memories of how he got there or why he was chosen, only to discover that he is hurtling through the cosmos on a mission that defies the scale of any before it. This loss of memory creates an unsettling canvas upon which the story slowly paints its truths, allowing both the protagonist and the audience to learn the stakes at the same time. The gradual recovery of understanding becomes one of the emotional undercurrents, offering a mirror to the ways in which hope can be reconstructed even when all seems lost. This approach gives Project Hail Mary a unique psychological texture that distinguishes it from typical space adventures. As the plot gains clarity, it reveals that a mysterious astronomical problem is starving the sun of its energy, threatening an inevitable freezing of the Earth. The elite of the scientific world have converged on a solution that requires venturing far beyond the reaches of our solar system, carrying with it the weight of human expectation and dread. The mission is singular and monumental: travel light years into the unknown, find an answer, and save a dying world. Yet even as the framework of the mission becomes clear, the astronaut's isolation remains palpable. He is not merely alone among the stars. He is alone in the slow reassembly of his purpose. The story's treatment of science is one of its most compelling elements. It does not reduce complex concepts to cartoonish explanations, nor does it overwhelm with jargon. Instead, it honors the intelligence of the audience, walking a careful line between clarity and authenticity. Experiments, calculations, failures, and revisions all become part of the emotional rhythm of the mission, reminding viewers that science is not a single eureka moment but a long trail of setbacks and incremental progress. The protagonist's engagement with physics and biology, conceptual thinking, and hands-on problem-solving becomes the backbone of the narrative, grounding the cosmic journey in the everyday struggle to understand and adapt. The visual world of the film reflects these thematic concerns. Vastness and void coexist with the intimate confines of a spacecraft, creating a tension between infinite mystery and claustrophobic focus. The spaceship becomes a character in its own right, its corridors and instruments a testament to human ingenuity and vulnerability. Moments of silence and emptiness in space are juxtaposed with bursts of activity and tense problem-solving, echoing the internal oscillation of hope and despair that propels the mission forward. Sound, or the deliberate lack of it, heightens the sense of isolation, but also underscores the fragile beauty of the cosmos, a quiet symphony that moves at the pace of starlight rather than human breath. As the protagonist regains fragments of memory and piece together the mission's purpose, the stakes intensify. He encounters unexpected phenomena, each revelation bringing both threat and possibility. The narrative does not rely on villains in a traditional sense. The antagonist is far more abstract: the indifferent vastness of space, time itself, and the relentless pressure of expectation. The film's tension arises from the fragile balance between ingenuity and limits, between what can be controlled and what must be endured. Every experiment, every decision carries the weight of survival, and every choice becomes a testament to human resilience. Along the way, the emotional landscape deepens. Memories of home, fleeting recollections of personal connections, and the persistent echo of Earth's plight accompany the astronaut like distant constellations. These internal threads remind the audience why this journey matters beyond science and strategy. At its heart, Project Hail Mary is not just about saving a planet. It is about confronting what it means to be human in the face of incomprehensible odds. The heroism depicted is not born of superpowers or dramatic bravado, but of patience, intelligence, humility, and the willingness to persevere when certainty dissolves. One of the story's most unforgettable elements is the unexpected friendships that emerge amidst the loneliness of deep space. When contact is made with an entity or intelligence beyond human experience, the narrative blossoms into a meditation on cooperation, curiosity, and empathy. This bond, unanticipated yet profound, expands the mission beyond the realm of science into the realm of connection. The relationship challenges assumptions about difference and opens a new dimension of what it means to collaborate across the vast expanses of existence. Through dialogue, shared discovery, and mutual aid, the film explores how beings of disparate origin might find common ground not in conquest, but in survival and understanding. Throughout the film, humor and humility play vital roles, even as the stakes remain enormous. Moments of levity emerge through character reactions, unexpected problem-solving, and the recognition that even in the direst circumstances, laughter can be a sustaining force. This blend of lightness and gravity enriches the emotional texture, reminding the audience that even in the shadow of potential catastrophe, the human spirit retains its capacity for wonder. The mission's climax is not a sudden explosion of triumph, but a sequence of calculated choices, each one fraught with doubt and consequence. The tension here is born not from cinematic spectacle, but from the authenticity of risk. Every step forward is earned through ingenuity, sacrifice, and a clear-eyed acceptance of uncertainty. In this way, the film's resolution feels both inevitable and hard-won, mirroring the unpredictable path of real-world discovery. Ultimately, the story of Project Hail Mary resonates as a narrative about the value of resilience and the transformative power of hope. It reframes heroism not as something external and glamorous, but as a quality that emerges through dedication, curiosity, and a willingness to push beyond the familiar. The protagonist's journey becomes a mirror for the audience's own confrontation with uncertainty and aspiration. The persistence of purpose, even when memory falters and danger looms, becomes a clarion call to the possibilities within each individual's life through its blend of thoughtful science, emotional depth, and philosophical reflection. Project Hail Mary transcends the boundaries of traditional space adventure. It challenges viewers to consider the fragile threads that connect us to our planet, to one another, and to the unknown. The film's narrative, rich with subtleties and layered meaning, leaves the audience with a lasting impression of what it means to strive, to wonder, and to endure. In the vast silence of the cosmos, the human heartbeat becomes a remarkable testament to curiosity, courage, and the unyielding drive toward discovery.